How to recover from the Easter break. First of all, I'm going to start off with my Easter. I had a great Easter. Yes, I'm in a cutting phase as well. I went about 300 to 400 calories over, but I actually don't care. Reason being, I've got a plan that works all year round. I had a good day and I got to enjoy my long weekend. Working full time and having a business, I cherish those days that I get off. And a 4-day weekend, man, it was amazing. So I went out with family, got some grilled, had a massive feed. I still did some things to, do some damage control. I still kept healthy habits throughout the day so I didn't go completely blow over. But even if I did, it wouldn't have been a big worry because I've got a plan that works all year round. And the key thing about off days as well is what you do after. A lot of people have an off day and think that they failed and that now they're going to put on like 5 kilos and they feel like now they've, set themselves too far back that they can't go forward or it's going to take too long to recover. But this isn't the case. Like if it's 1 off day, 2 off days, a week, you just need to start getting back on track. Obviously, maybe a week's a bit crazy and you probably need to look at why you're going off for a whole week. But still, it doesn't mean you should give up all round. You've got a plan that works and you're getting results with it. So what is 1 or 2 off days? It'll set you back slightly, but you probably still lose weight for the week in whatever you're doing. The only time where this is an issue is when you have got a plan that doesn't work. If you're already struggling to lose weight, lose the fat consistently, then that's where the off days are going to mean a whole lot more and feel harder to come back from. And look, a lot of people would be lying if they said that they stayed on track over Easter. I know a bunch of people had some chocolate eggs, had some chocolate bunnies, or at least just went out and celebrated, had some drinks or whatever, and enjoyed their long weekends. I know that it was a most percentage thing where people would have been going off track. As it should, it's one public holiday in every few months, right? So you might as well enjoy it. If you're doing the hard work all year round, then you can, enjoy yourself for the 1 or 2 days every few months. I want to give you guys a quick practical example. Me being 300 to 400 calories over my calorie goal. I've lost about 3 kilos in the last 3 weeks, right? So me being about 300 to 400 calories over my calorie goal for 1 day, I was still going to lose weight for that day. So it's not to stress. Even if on Easter you doubled your calories, if you were sticking to a plan for the rest of that week, or most of that week, you might maintain your weight, or you might still slightly lose weight, or you might even just put a little bit of weight on. But the thing is, people freak out because they probably weigh themselves the next morning after Easter where they've just had a bunch of processed food, a bunch of, not good food, and their digestion is going to be completely off. It's food, it's a bunch of food that they don't usually eat. So the body's just going to be having so many fluctuations going on. And when they step on the scale, it's legitimately going to say that they've put on like 2 to 3 kilos. Actually haven't put on 2 to 3 kilos of weight. It's just fluctuations. They will go away. And you realistically will maybe put on no more than 10 grams of actual weight or fat itself, if you put on any. And depending on how off track you went throughout the week and all. And you're probably wondering with damage control, what I mean by damage control. Small things like, eating healthier during the day. If you know that you're going out for dinner with your family for Easter and that you want to have a chocolate, like a full chocolate Easter bunny. It's eating just a bit cleaner during the day so you can, save as many calories as possible. Doesn't mean that you have to stick to your calorie goal, but it just means at least you're not going double your calories. And maybe you're only going like 200-300 calories over, or, a little bit more, right? That is what damage control is. That's the reality. You're not going to be able to stay on track at every single social event, but if you can do some damage control, that is better than you completely blowing out. Okay, getting back to the plan, as I said, if you don't have a plan that you can trust in all year round, that's when these social events and these off days become an issue. And if you're consistently having off days, that's where you need to look at your plan and see why. Maybe your plan's too restrictive, calories are too aggressive, you're cutting out your favorite foods too much, maybe you're avoiding social events. So when you do go out, you're gonna binge, or when you let yourself have that sort of bit of freedom, you binge. There could be many reasons for this. But if you just don't have a good plan in general that isn't getting results, just during the week in general, this needs to be fixed as well. And if you feel this is you're struggling, you're in a bit of a fat loss rut, we do offer a free game plan call where we literally give you a mapped out plan to help you lose 5 to 10 kilos in the next 90 days without having to cut out your favorite foods or social events, just like our clients who you are seeing on the screen if you're watching the YouTube version of this. Yes, these people are losing 5 to 10 kilos in the first 90 days while eating chocolate every night, while having a bit of ice cream every night, while still going out on the weekends and enjoying themselves at social events. It is possible, you just need the right plan in place. So if fat loss is a big goal of yours and you've been struggling, take a chance on yourself now. It's a good time of the year to do it. You start now, imagine where you could be at Christmas time. Imagine what your loved ones could be saying when you're 10, 20 kilos down, or when you're in the shape of your life, or the best shape you've been in years. If you want to claim this free game plan call, just go to my Instagram @landenquinn.coaching and just message me the word game plan and we'll get this call sorted for you.